Hello, friends. Dan Carlton here, founder of the Paragraph Project and Planner U. One of the things that I've noticed through the course of my career is whenever I'm doing research, especially when I'm going into people's homes, I want to be super buttoned up in terms of the discussion guide, the video, all the mechanics and the logistics around that interview. I want to make sure that I have all those details down. But sometimes what that means is that I'm so focused on the process and the mechanics of the interview that I don't really take the opportunity to get present and really understand the world that my consumers are living in. So I've developed a simple tool that helps me as soon as I walk in the door of a respondent's house, I can really start to get my head in the right framework and start to hopefully observe things that I may not have observed or understand things that I couldn't get through the script of the focus group or the conversation guide. So I'm calling this exercise Getting Present. And there's really a few kind of handful of different things that I do whenever I get into a different environment, the home of my respondent, or if it's a B2B audience, if I get into their place of work, wherever I'm going to conduct this research, I want to do a handful of different things. First, I want to look for 5 things and focus on 5 things I see. So just taking a minute to pause and start to look at the surroundings, maybe look at the photos on the wall, or look at the hole in the carpet, or the state of the refrigerator, whatever it is. You're just like looking to observe the surroundings and really being mindful of that and really focus on, 5 things that really kind of jump out at you as being interesting, right? From there, I want to look at 4 things I feel. So this could be, the couch that you're sitting on. It could be the air from the air conditioning. It can be anything kind of around you, things that you're picking up or touching as you're starting to get yourself settled. Really notice some of the things that you feel in that environment. The third thing is 3 things I hear. So this could be traffic noise. It could be the sound of, pets or animals in the house. The whole point here is just starting to observe the surroundings and the environment that our respondent is living in by, again, looking for things that you see, things that you feel, things that you hear. The second to last thing is I'm always looking for at least 2 things I smell. All right, again, just observing the environment and what it's evoking in terms of just emotions and senses. And then finally, I want 1 thing I admire. So just based on what you've noticed about the environment that your respondent lives in, what is something that you respect or admire or like, just from that initial impression? Going through this process, this can just take, 2 minutes before, as you're getting settled, getting the video set up, whatever it is. If you kind of go through this process of thinking about the things that you see, feel, hear, smell, and admire within your respondent's environment, it can just get you to a more empathetic place and get you to understand their situation and their condition a little bit better before you actually go through the interview guide. So that's one recommendation I have for you. This took me like years to figure out. There's so many times I would just go in and out of homes and not really take the time to immerse myself in the environment. And this is a very simple exercise that can hopefully get your mind in the right place before you start any sort of interview and just ground yourself in the lives of your respondents. That's my tip for you today. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you again soon. Thanks.